Hello again, Fog Dweller. You know what time it is. Time for another Shrine Showcase, and it looks like we have some returning perks for another round, so onto the Shrine. Back for another round is Barbecue and Chili from Cannibal, or Bubba. I went over this perk in my June 23rd video, but just to keep consistency, I'll go over it again. After hooking a survivor, you can see the aura of all survivors more than 40 meters from the hook. For each survivor you hooked for the first time, you'll gain a token. Each one will grant you a 25% stackable bonus on blood points, up to a maximum of 2 or 50% at tier 1, and 4 or 100% at tier 3. If there is any perk I recommend you getting today if you plan to play killer, grab this perk. The blood point gains from this perk really help with the grind of leveling all your killers, especially one you plan to main in Prestige. Do note, killer mains, that perks such as Distortion, Off the Record, and Soul Survivor can negate the aura reading effect of this perk, as well as simply getting into a locker before you hook someone, so keep that in mind. Now, onto our next killer perk. From the Hag we have Hexaperk Hope. A Hex perk. Devour Hope grants you a token if a survivor is rescued from a hook when you're 24 meters away or more. At 2 tokens, you'll gain a 3% haste effect, 10 seconds after hooking a survivor for 10 seconds. This haste effect is then increased to 5% at tier 3. At 3 tokens and up is when Devour Hope becomes deadly. Once you have 3 tokens, survivors suffer from the exposed status effect. Do note, killer mains, that survivors down by special attacks such as Huntress's Hatchets, Trickster's Knives, Demogorgon's Shred, and so on won't activate the exposed effect, allowing you to keep it a secret if you really want to get those last 2 tokens. Because once you hit 5 tokens, you'll be able to Mori survivors without an offering. Keep note of the location of your Hex killers, as once the notification they're exposed happens, the remaining survivors will scramble to locate and destroy your Hex. Best to combine this one with Undying, as if they cleanse your Devour Hope, the Undying Hex will take its place, preserving your tokens. You can also combine this with Hex Thrill of the Hunt just to give you a notification that someone is working on a Hex, but this could screw you over if you commit too long to a chase and someone pops all your Hexes. Speaking of totems and hexes, our next perk deals with them exclusively. From Nancy comes Inner Strength. Every time you cleanse a totem, Inner Strength will activate. If you already are broken from, saying, using Deliverance, Inner Strength won't activate until the broken status is removed. While the perk is ready, you can go into a locker, and after 10 seconds, 8 at tier 3, you'll be fully healed. If you were in the deep wound status, such as, say, you got hit by Legion, you'll be healed to injured, so make sure you mend first before jumping in that locker. After healing you, the perk deactivates until you cleanse another totem. Best to combine this perk with Quick and Quiet from Meg, and maybe even Head On from Jane, so that way if somebody interrupts you while you're healing, you can stun the killer. And last is our final survivor perk. From Feng Min comes Live. After performing a rush vault, you sprint for 150% speed for 3 seconds. You're then exhausted for 60 seconds, 40 at tier 3. Probably best to combine these perks with Dance With Me from Kate and Quick and Quiet from Meg, so you can vault and speed off, leaving no scratch marks. Well, that's it for today's Shrine, Fog Dwellers. As always, I hope I gave you some good info and expanded your knowledge of the game a little bit. If you liked the video, don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the fog. Stay hungry, guys.